Dottie Frazier May was destined for a life in the ocean and has spent the last 9 decades pioneering the way for water women across the globe. Born in Long Beach, California in 1922, Dottie spent much of her childhood aboard her father's boats, exploring the waters around Catalina. It was here that her love of the ocean took root. She was swimming by age 3, and at 6 years old, Dottie was asked to retrieve a coffee pot that her dad had dropped overboard. She held onto an anchor line as he lowered her below, and when she came up, her life in the ocean had begun. Dottie spent hours exploring in and around the kelp forests of Southern California. Through her early childhood, the Pacific was her playground. She started spearing fish and hunting lobster at age 6, and was swimming and sailing competitively by age 7. Early on, her father decided she ought to know everything he would teach a son. She was a fast learner with a mechanical mind, and in her teens, Dottie was riding and working on motorcycles, rebuilding outboard engines, and spearfishing with the guys, bringing up some impressive meals for the family. In 1940, Dottie became the first female swim instructor at the famous Long Beach Pike, and later taught skin diving and swimming at the Long Beach YMCA, and she was becoming one of the most prominent female skin divers on the West Coast. Dottie was a founding member of the Long Beach Neptunes Skin Diving Club in 1950 and competed frequently in diving derbies as the only woman competitor. In 1955, at the encouragement of skin diving legend Big Jim Christensen, Dottie became the first female scuba instructor when she graduated from Al Tillman's LA County Underwater Instructor Certification Course, number 4. Never one to follow the beaten path, Dottie spent decades breaking gender barriers and holding jobs rarely assigned to women. In the early 50s, Dottie worked as a commercial diver for 2 years. She always felt at home on the sea, working jobs as a deckhand, cook, and galley girl for fishing vessels. Dottie is the proud mother of 4 boys raised in and around the diving community of California. She was the founder of the first family-friendly dive club, Aqua Familias, that encouraged all family members to take turns in the water. Dottie was also one of the first female dive shop owners in the country. She owned and operated Penguin Dive Shop, where she manufactured her custom-made rubber suits under her own Penguin brand, and for clients like U.S. Divers, Healthways, and the Navy Underwater Demolitions Team. And then, in the 60s and 70s, she'd frequently pack up a truck and head down into Baja for fishing and motorcycle expeditions. She went looking for great surf and found herself a husband. Dottie was inducted into the inaugural class of the Women Divers Hall of Fame in 2000. Congratulations to Dottie Frazier May, the Historical Diving Society's diving pioneer for 2019.